If elected judge, I will work tirelessly to promote fairness, efficiency, and justice in the Lawrence County courts. My name is Jonathan Miller, and I ask for your vote on May 20th for Lawrence County Common Pleas Judge.
At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili and has been for nearly 100 years since we opened in 1923. We helped put Newcastle on the map as the hot dog capital of the world. Visit our store, place an order for pickup at mpconeyisland.com, delivery with DoorDash, or find the grocery store near you with our chili locator on our website. Want to own your own MP Coney Island? Now you can with our franchise system. At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili.
All that you guys
we only
really
had
had.
three front windows, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and so we just about doubled our size on the move, which was fantastic because we didn't have to load a car. We just right next door. So
Right, and that's what I understand is that you guys are right next door to where you originally were off of
right on the other side, yeah,
off of Mill Street. And where's the best place to park to come to that location?
That's a tough question. Already starting early, huh?
Yeah.
I sometimes have to go around the place to find parking right in front,
Okay.
but usually within 5 minutes something loosens up. But if not, I'll back.
Yeah, it's not like it's that far of a walk either
No,
from the
no.
parking lot
Right.
on the other side.
Right.
But your space is a lot larger. Like how,
We
would
just
you say
about
two?
doubled. Yeah,
Oh
we
my
just about
goodness.
doubled.
And tell me a little bit about what you have in there.
Oh, we're loaded with Funko Pops, about 6,000 comics. I bet to say at least 200 Funko Pops, all kind of different stuff from different genres, everything from the 80s all the way up to like 2020. We have all kind of stuff.
Wow.
He-Man, Turtles, you name it, we have a lot of stuff.
That is really neat. So what do you probably sell the most of out of there?
I've been selling a lot of Pokemon stuff. It's been
Pokemon.
going crazy. Yep.
Gotta
The
catch them
cards.
all. Yeah.
The card's been going crazy. The Funkos have always been steady. I just got into them when we opened the store because I always had vintage stuff.
Yeah.
But I had people asking me, oh, Funko, so I had to start getting some of them, but they go out as well.
So just to explain to our audience, a Funko is what to some of our members that have, I know, they're like little figurines.
Yeah, small. The Funko company started maybe, I want to say 6 or 7 years ago.
Okay.
They got a hold of every possible franchise they could get. Star Wars, the big one, Star Wars. Got the NFL, NBA, Disney. I mean, you name it. Those are like Marvel, DC. So them are like the big ones. And there's not one franchise that we found that they've missed so far.
I mean, I know my brother's a huge collector, and they have them now where they're the regular size, and they even have smaller collectible
Deluxe,
ones.
big ones, the jumbos, 10-inch.
But each of these collectibles, their heads are really the larger feature,
And the
it's-
eyes are
and
always
the eyes
like
are
just
really big.
gumdrops. They're just
Yeah,
meaty.
they definitely leave an impression,
Right.
and that's why they've become such a big collectible, I think.
Yeah, everybody loves them.
And then the Pokemon, I mean,
That's
that has
nonstop,
been, even
yeah.
since I was a kid, I remember Pokemon cards being a big thing. And it's fun to see we're 20 years down the line from when they probably began,
Uh-huh.
and they're still really popular.
It's insane. And I can't even get my hands on them fast enough.
Wow.
Really, I mean, even distributors and stuff don't have them.
And so a lot of the stuff people would come into your store to see, but you also sell another way?
I sell online, yeah. I've been doing eBay for over 25 years.
And
1999, actually.
1999,
Yes,
there you
yeah, I
go.
started.
I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I was pretty sure that 1995 is when the internet started. Possibly.
I'm not 100%.
So eBay was shortly afterwards.
Yeah, yep.
So how does one get involved with doing what you do? Like, how did you just one day decide, were you a big collector beforehand?
Yeah, I had a lot of stuff, everything. I mean, I still have stuff that I had from a kid that it's just still at the store.
Really?
We had totes upon totes upon totes at my dad's house, my mom's house. I had 3 housefuls full.
Really?
Yeah, it started like back, I would say 93, 94, heavy, and it was with the starting lineups, the little sports figures.
Okay.
So I would search high and low, get as many as I could get, and blah, blah, blah. I had like 300-400 of these things.
So the figurines, was there a specific team that you really looked for?
Not
and
really.
treasured?
I was in the '90s, early '90s was hockey around here for Penguins and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like we always looked for the hockey ones. Then they always made football, baseball, basketball, of course. And then I went berserk and just started buying everyone I could find, try to finish the sets, finish the years, blah blah blah. And I still have probably a dozen totes full of these things at my house.
Oh my goodness. I know Star Wars is probably a pretty
Always.
big collectible too, and you probably have a good amount of that in your store.
We do.
What other things do you have in the store that
Trying to
people
think, we
might
have
be interested
we have some really high-end stuff, like the nice stuff. Sideshow is the name of a company that started out in maybe 3-4 years ago, and they started making these really detailed statues. Basically, they're statues.
in? Wow.
They're maybe 2 foot tall. He-Man. They did Star Wars. I mean, these things, and they're off the charts. They're $1,000 a piece.
Oh my goodness. So these are on display too in the store?
I have 3, I think, down there.
Which ones do you have?
We have the He-Man, and we have the Attack on Hoth, which is a Star Wars one. And I'm pretty sure we have a couple of the old Batman and Robins from the movie. I think it was the Clooney movie.
So that's cool.
Oh my gosh, they're like, I actually put them on a Facebook page because I never had one out of a package.
Yeah.
So I literally opened one. This is crazy me. Like,
Yeah.
you're supposed to not open
Yeah,
that
you
stuff.
just leave it
I'm
in the
like, I gotta
plastic.
see this thing. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I cut it open real nice.
Yeah.
Opened it up. I put it on the counter. Took a video. Put it on Facebook. And when people ask to see it, I really should probably leave it out because it takes you about 25 minutes to open the dang thing. So much stuff, and there's all packaging part. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness. So these things are $1,000, a statue,
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
figurine. And tell me, are these handmade or like they're just so detailed?
They're so yeah, I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I think they're all numbered. Like maybe they only make 2,000.
So they are truly
25 yeah,
collectibles.
they're really high end. They're
That's so
ridiculous.
neat.
They're really good looking though. They are. They're super.
So what, how many people have been in the new location at this point? Have you even opened it up to the public?
Yeah. We moved in November, but we're doing a grand opening. Next week.
Oh, next week? I
Right.
think I'll be there.
Yeah, I think so.
So I actually work for the Chamber of Commerce here and in Lawrence County. It's called Forward Lawrence, and we are putting together the grand opening with you, the ribbon cutting
Ribbon cutting,
specifically. And that will be on Friday, March 7th.
Yep.
And then I
3
understand.
o'clock? 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2.
2 o'clock. So we'll have some people there getting
Oh, yeah.
excited. And then I understand that you have somebody coming on Saturday as
Yeah.
well to do a really public grand opening.
Yeah, basically. It's funny because we've been calling it like a grand reopening.
Yeah.
People are like, were you closed? I'm like, no, we just moved.
Right.
So we do have Ming Chen coming from the Comic Book Men. And is that on there now? They can see it? Okay, right there's Ming's, there's our advertisement. And a lot of people, it's funny because I think just because I know who he is, I
Yeah.
expect everybody to know who he is.
Right.
But like he's been on television at least 9 seasons of Comic Book Men. A lot of people didn't see it. It was kind of like late night A&E was the channel that it was on. But he's friends with Kevin Smith, the director.
Okay.
And everybody, I think, knows Kevin Smith, like the name.
I love
Jay
Kevin
and Silent
Smith.
Bob. this and that. Well,
Yes.
that's who owns the comic book store that they used to tape at. He's friends with him, and Ming goes all over. He's another guy that like never sits still. One day you'll see him in Florida, next day you'll see him in PA, next week you'll see him up here. You know what
Oh
I mean?
my
Like it's just so
gosh.
funny because he's everywhere,
Yeah.
and he's so fun.
He's a
like,
character,
yeah.
huh? And he knows obviously a great deal about
Oh
comic
my gosh,
books.
yeah. He's probably forgot more than I know.
Really?
Right. But
But-
he's super easy to deal with. I can't wait. We're gonna do a podcast with him as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about why you chose to move in a larger space.
Oh my gosh, it was tight. You've
Yeah.
been there. I mean, you were like walking sideways in
Yeah.
the place, and I had so much stuff packed away that we couldn't put out. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't see everything that was there, and people started getting the idea like, where are you hiding all the good stuff in the background? I'm like, it's
Right.
not back there. Whatever I got is out there. And then, no, I know you're hiding something back there, but it's been a crazy ride, and we finally got the space, so we're real happy with it.
Do you think that you have everything now kind of on display that you really did have in the back?
90% I will say is out.
Okay, good,
90%.
good.
There's everything that is out is usually, if I got anything in the back, it's doubles. So
And now tell me, like, what is the perfect clientele? Are we talking little kids, or are we talking more mature young teens, adults? What are we thinking about as the perfect customer that would really get a lot of pleasure walking into your store?
I would say possibly my age, 50, 46-ish, somewhere in there. I mean, I've had people just walk in from all ages.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, oh my God, hey Dad, look at this, I had this as a kid. It's so funny, like that's the reaction we look for.
It's almost
It's
nostalgic,
hysterical, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if
And
they come in
it
there.
kind of makes you feel great because you're doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when a little kid goes, Dad, come here, look. And the father's like, wait a minute, I had this as a kid, look. And, you know, it's crazy.
It's like you're living vicariously through them
Absolutely.
experiencing it for
Absolutely.
the first time as an older, more mature individual.
Right.
So that is
If you can
really
make somebody
cool.
happy one time a day, you did your job. That's it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But it's a lot of fun. It's like, to me, people, you know, they jack around like, oh, you got it made. They think we sit down there and play with action figures all day. We're cleaning, we're doing windows. My mom's a hysterical fanatic with the floors, run the sweeper 10 times a day with people coming in with the salt. Got to run the sweeper, you know, like we keep the place nice and.
Now, John's mom is a character in herself, okay? In fact, the first time I walked into the store, I didn't know John. And I was planning a parade, the winter parade, and I was just asking him to let us hang a sign and just to work with me on doing some sales for his business there and being one of the vendors. Well, his mom comes out, sweetest lady ever, and I just start calling her mom too, because
Everybody
I had
does.
I mean, you will go into the store and by the end of your walking out, you'll be calling her mom too. I could almost guarantee it.
Oh, yeah.
And she's just a lovable character, really. I mean, you're a lovable
She
character
keeps me
too,
on my
but
toes,
she
trust
keeps
me. She keeps
yeah,
me on my toes.
she's the mom.
Yep. Every day I get to work with her. It's great. It is. Sometimes we go at it. I won't say it's all peaches and cream, but we have our disagreements, but we work through them. It's fun.
Good. That's how it should be, quite honestly.
It is.
And to be close to your mom, that's really good.
Oh, yeah.
So did you grow up here in
Yeah.
Newcastle?
Yep. All my life, Mahoning Town native, still there.
Okay.
Never got out.
Never got out, never escaped?
No.
Never
never
wanted
got-
to, though, really,
Not really.
right? Yeah.
Not really. It's fine. I mean, I grew up there. I have a lot of friends down there that they're still there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we have a tight-knit community. And Newcastle is a tight-knit community.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't migrate.
right. And it's actually really good because you guys keep that
Yeah.
energy here
Well,
and
we all like the food here, number
I mean,
one. The food
you
is
can't
fantastic.
go wrong,
I mean,
right.
I mean, and Newcastle's starting to come back. That's what I love the most. It's really starting to excel and do better, and the overall kind of feel is getting up, like
Yeah.
better. It really is. It
I'm
really
starting
is.
to see some positive attitudes.
Exactly, correct.
The naysayers may be on Facebook every
Right.
once in a while,
Hating
but
on somebody, but
but
who ain't
but
they
there's
hating on?
always people coming back and saying, "Hey, when was
Right.
the last time you were here?
Exactly.
Think about it. People need to come downtown and come to your shop."
Start moving.
Yeah.
Action creates reaction. Start getting out there, do stuff.
Absolutely. And so tell me, when are the hours that you guys and days of the week you guys are typically open?
We're there every day, Tuesday through Sunday. We're only closed on Mondays. So
Okay.
we're there 11 to 4.
11 to 4?
Last 3-4 days, I haven't got out of there till 6:30.
Really?
Work.
With customers?
I had a couple buddies come in and do some. I bought this big collection of Transformers. I don't know enough to where, like, what missile goes with what. So
Right.
they helped me out big time. The guys from Renegade Toys, they got me all straightened out. We went and bought what are they called? The 2.5 gallon like Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
So we're pumping these things. We have the small baggies, but they're
Right.
like some of the stuff's like this, and I was like, it won't fit. So I had to go get the bags, and sometimes we got out of there 6 o'clock, 6:30. But
Oh, my.
it's been nuts. It's been crazy.
Well, it sounds like it's such a unique, small community of other people that are helping you then.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
is that normal? Like, I guess, is there a lot of people who help
It
each
is,
other
it
in
is. I mean,
this?
I've always tried to do, whatever I could for somebody, no matter what, whether they're in toys or whatever.
Sure.
And a lot of the people that I deal with do the same thing. They're just like, don't worry about it. I'll come over and help, and we'll get through this in an hour. It's like, okay, great.
And so there's like other toy collectors.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned one of their names. Is there another one that you work with also in the
I
area?
deal with Renegade, and
Okay.
there's my one buddy up in Butler, Kevin Money, Jason Smith up in Ashtabula, and I know I'm forgetting somebody, and they'll probably watch this and go, yeah, you didn't say me.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
but I mean, you guys basically go back and forth and talk about what you currently have.
Yeah,
I'm
or
sure you
you
guys
got
will
a lead
trade
on
too.
this or that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite interesting.
It's so nice to have that kind of tight-knit community of people
Right,
who are
right,
really,
right. And you network too, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
always take like, hey, there's a big comic book collection, you interested? I don't want it, you know what I mean? Like, you just help each other out. It's not like, some people have a sour attitude towards it, but, you know, it's all in what you do.
absolutely. So tell me too more about your previous events. I know that you had another event this past summer, right?
November, yeah, we did
Oh,
the
the
Lawrence
November,
County
that's
Collectors
right.
Con, yep. November, we did it down St. Margaret's Club, and we had a very, very good turnout. Thank you, Newcastle, thank you, Lawrence County, we did great. And I'm trying to think if we don't have a date yet, but we are doing a second one.
That's great. So how many people came to the first one, you think?
I think just by the numbers, we didn't really like make official, like
Sure.
through the door and everything. But we had we had 40-some tables of vendors, which
Wow,
is big in itself.
40.
Yeah. Mhm. I had to turn a couple away. I felt bad.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
great though.
Right, and we want to say probably the number around 300 through the door, which was fantastic. For
Oh
that
my
little place.
goodness.
Yes, yes.
And you had a celebrity there?
We had the Godfather, WWF Hall of Famer. I think it was 2016 he got inducted, but what a super guy to work with also, not another guy.
He got some great photos
Oh,
and
yeah.
did a lot of signatures.
Signing, yep.
That's great.
Yeah, we had a good time, and Newcastle really showed out. They did. They showed up well.
Well, you got a good community behind you, so
Right,
that
well, we're
that
gonna do another one. We
matters.
got another one in the works. I don't have the date nailed down yet, but
Good. Well,
that's for another time.
I'm glad to hear about it, and we'll feature it again
Oh,
on
yeah.
the show.
Right.
And we'll talk more about who you might have coming out for that one. And maybe you'll be in a different location with even more than 40 vendors.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to see on that.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know. I think that's it for today, or did you?
It's up to you.
This is a first time,
After
guys.
that-
I
no, I'll
think
get
I'm
to interview
speechless for
you.
the.
Ashley, what are we gonna do with this here? Blah, blah, blah. No, it's just, my business it's taken off. It's ridiculous. I really couldn't be in a better place, I swear.
That's really great. It's
true.
good to hear that. And, a lot of people would say they're concerned about the businesses downtown in
Right, which
Newcastle.
there is a concern, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
tough. It's tough being sole proprietor, like, just operating your own place. People think it's easy.
Right.
I don't sleep well
Just
at night.
because you're the boss doesn't
Yeah.
mean that allows you to rest with the Z's
Yeah,
every
the
night.
checks don't just keep coming in either. You
Right.
gotta go get them. Like I said today before coming here, I drove out and got a collection of wrestling stuff.
You're hustling.
It doesn't stop, like,
Right.
every day. Like,
Rest,
tomorrow night also, I
right.
got a lead, I gotta be in, I'm trying to think, where the heck is it? Alliance, Ohio.
Okay.
I have a lead on some more stuff I gotta go pick up tomorrow, maybe. Well, I said, send the pictures and we'll see.
What are you picking up?
I don't know if it's gonna be more wrestling or not, but we did pick up the wrestling tonight.
Okay, that's very cool. We have some good wrestling stuff over
Oh,
there.
yeah, there's wrestling fans are big in Newcastle, big.
Are they?
Yep. I sell a lot of wrestling stuff. That's why we brought the Godfather in, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. So you're really, really speaking to your community and what they're in love with.
oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
great.
We got a lot of wrestling fans. Marvel also. I mean, I gotta say, we got a lot of fans of everything. I mean, there's guys that do nothing but come and buy turtles off me.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
Ninja
Like-
Turtles?
Yeah, horror stuff. They want this one, that one, Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
We have an array of stuff. It's unbelievable.
I know my husband's a big Batman fan.
Right,
And
right.
so we're gonna have to come and see the statue that you just mentioned too.
Yeah, the
because he
Batman
will
one.
go
We got a
crazy
Joker
over
one
it.
as well, the Heath Ledger Joker. It's
Oh
crazy.
my goodness, really?
Mhm.
That's
Just
cool.
got it yesterday, as a matter of
Oh
fact.
my gosh.
And the stuff I get, people see it on Facebook, then like a week later, they'll be like, where'd that go? I'm like, it lasted one day, it's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people were out, I had people drive up on the whim. A guy called me, he's like, hey, I seen that Transformer, it's Knight Rider.
Yeah.
They did like a crossover for Transformers. And I said, yeah, I have it here. He said, what's your policy about putting it in the back? I'm like, what do you mean put it in the back? He's like, I'm on my way up. I'm like, okay. He said, well, I'm driving from Latrobe. I'm like, Latrobe? Really?
Oh my
He's like, yeah,
goodness.
we'll be there in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. No problem. He drove all the way up and got it. Yeah, I mean, it's like crazy.
Well, collecting is very much,
Mm-hmm.
very, I mean, time sensitive, clearly.
Right, you
For-
snooze, you lose. That's
It
just
is,
it. Right,
it is.
right.
It's-
And I think the reason we do well is because I'm also a fan of everything myself. Like, what they're doing now, I did. Me and my buddy used to get in the car, we'd hit Pittsburgh, hit this one, hit that one. Next weekend, hey, you doing anything? No, let's go to Ohio. We'll hit here, and that's what people still do it today.
Right.
I'm like, how did you find me? They're like, oh, we just Googled and we drove down from Erie. I'm like, all the way from Erie? Yeah, we're just checking shops. I'm like, that's great, you know?
Yeah. So it's businesses like this that bring people from outside of Newcastle in too, which is really great. But even our local community like Newcastle who
Oh, yeah,
showed
so
up.
supportive, so supportive.
Good.
It's been from everywhere. Like I said, I think it's just the collecting community. You know, they want something, they want to know what's at my store. Or they want to stop and know what's at so-and-so store, or what do they got over there? You gotta see it.
Well, we will be doing that. We have that ribbon cutting again on Friday at 2 p.m. Not this Friday, March 2nd, or March 7th, I'm sorry.
Right,
And
'cause
then
we were hoping the 8th.
Yeah, and then March 8th is when we have the big grand opening
Right.
with our
Ming Chen.
Ming Chen, yes. So we hope that you attend one of these two events or both if you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be a part of this, not new business, but new location for
Reopening.
this wonderful business
We couldn't
reopening.
figure out what to say. Because Ming
Yes.
even put the thing on there. It's like, oh, to the welcome back, Giant Man. Like, welcome back. And we were like, wait a minute, we never
Welcome
closed.
back.
But he didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, he
Right.
didn't know. He just seen grand reopening. He's probably like thought we shut down for a while and come back.
Right.
But it'll be fun. We're going to have a great couple weekend, or 2 days anyway.
And yeah, come out, see what they have to show in the store, support them. And thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, John, for joining us today.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And thank you for joining us here inside the castle.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Thanks, Ron.
If elected judge, I will work tirelessly to promote fairness, efficiency, and justice in the Lawrence County courts. My name is Jonathan Miller, and I ask for your vote on May 20th for Lawrence County Common Pleas Judge.